This video intended for entertainment and informative purposes only, but the live commentary may not reflect this rating. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's ConocleX999. Welcome back to more Mega Man. In the last episode, we defeated the last two robot masters, and we're going to be taking on, not a robot, but a man, Dr. Wily, who has robots in his path. Because humans are so feeble, they can't fight anything on their own. They need to use robots to do it for them. Which is kind of crazy how true that is at the time of recording this. Anyways, this game's going to be 40 years old next year, by the way. Feel old yet? Anyways, so let's go ahead and start with Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily, clear points, it will always be 200,000. Alright, here we go. So, starting off, want to get your, well, actually, you could demonstrate the Hyper Bomb. Got one of these things. Hyper Bomb, probably the least useful, great start. Okay, Hyper Bomb, probably least useful, Robot Master ability. Oh, I despawned him. Because it, it has to, sit there for a few seconds before it explodes. It doesn't really do that much damage anyway. I know in the revamped version that Round the Wheel played, the bomb actually exploded, right when it hit an enemy, which I wish they did here. But anyways, best way to fight these guys, freeze it with the ice slasher, and then spam your Mega Buster on him. And that also shows just how many hits they need to be defeated. Because we're not allowed to say kill on YouTube, are we? Even though I probably already said it a couple times in this Let's Play. Or I don't know. Did I? I filmed all 4 of these videos, or 5, depending on how long it takes to get through the first 2 stages, in one sitting. Okay. Now, oh yeah, I should mention that Castle Wily, or Wily Fortress, or I don't know if it had an official name at this time. Basically, there's going to be 4 stages, all with a boss at the end. Now, something you might not have known is, you might think to use Gutman's ability, but something you might not have known is that Electman's ability can actually break the blocks that you normally need Gutsman's ability to. Which, by the way, I gotta test this. Can you use other abilities to break them? Hyper Bomb doesn't work. Ice Slasher doesn't work. Rolling Cutter doesn't work. Even the Firestorm doesn't work. So you can only use either the Super Arm, but alternatively you can use the Thunder Beam to get rid of them. But I think I'd rather use the Super Arm just to conserve the Thunder Beam. And this may be tricky to get through. You gotta freeze these at just the right moment. Oh, this might work. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting to do that so easily, but oh, there we go. We have a big energy refill up there, but that's kind of hard to get to. I don't think I've ever gotten that before, so unfortunately we're just gonna have to skip it, even though we could use it right now. I guess I could just get a game over and so we could get it again, but I'm not gonna do that. Whoa, jerk enemy placement. Okay, do we have the big energy refill up there, though? So this one I think you have to use the Thunder Beam on. There you go. And then, you can get the Magna Beam out. And I'm going to do this just in case they drop something useful. Because I've had a time where one of these guys dropped a 1-up, and I couldn't get it. Hello, Pearl. Which, I don't know what we should use this on. I guess the Ice Slasher? Even though I don't think we're going to be using it all that much. Sorry about that. It's just that Pearl came in and they had to close the door because the laundry machines are going on. Oh, no. Super arm. Please don't drop something I'm going to want to pick up. Thank you. Ah, got this kind of annoying part. We got these... Okay. Got these bullet bombs. I'm gonna start calling them bullet bombs because they explode. Alright. Get right here. Please just go over me. Okay. Okay, I know I could have used that, but I just wanted to get across that. Down here, got these guys from Iceman stage. This is probably the most likely place where you're going to fall into the spikes, so... Like before, I'm going to... Well then, there is your proof that the spikes are instant kill, because you guys didn't believe me. You didn't believe me when I said that the spikes were instant kills, so once again, we learned something. And we also learned that we want to stand here to avoid those guys, not there. Okay. Okay. On the bright side, for this part, we don't have to deal with, any of those bullet bill enemies. Whoa! Okay. The good thing about this is that, we have some, weapon restores right here, and you're actually going to want to get those, because, and they respawn, just be a little bit careful when getting them, because, if you need to respawn them, because if you just jump right back down, those things are going to hit you again. But you could use this to, just refill all of your weapons if you want. Which, I guess I'll just, refill a little bit of the Thunder Beam as well. But this is the point in the game, like I said, the Magnet Beam, despite looking like it's not required, it actually is required. This is the part of the game where it's required. So make absolutely sure that you have your Magnet Beam restored. And that's probably why they put those weapon refills right there. Why do the weapon refills look like footballs in this game? But anyways, then you want to use it to get up here. Just make sure you do one at a time. There you go. And I don't remember what's ahead of us here. Oh crap, I think this is actually just straight up just the next boss. Okay, for this you're going to want to get your Thunder Beam out. I am actually just going to straight up say this right now. I really cannot fight this boss properly. Like, I've tried and tried and tried, and I just cannot do it. But head in here. Got a really cool sounding boss theme. So what's going to happen is these things are going to come in and try to hit you. This boss is the Yellow Devil. And this is why this boss is so infamously tough. My jumping is always off with this thing. I don't know its pattern that well. And I think it even just hit me right there. Yeah. Sorry to say it, guys, but I just can't do this boss. So, what's that squeaking sound? Unfortunately, I am going to have to use an also rather famous trick to be able to get past this boss. Who knew that arguably the hardest boss in the game had a trick to just cheesing it? But like, I can't even do this with save states if I tried. Like, I have to like use like an invincibility cheat code to it's just like the clock tower shooting minigame in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, where I just cannot figure out the pattern, so I just never beat it. Okay, so how this trick works is that fire with the Thunder Beam, and while it is on his eye, just keep using select to pause and unpause the game, and then it'll keep rapidly hitting him. I'm really sorry to have used this trick, but I just can't do it. I'm sorry, but I can't. It's the only way we're going to be able to, beat the game on NES hardware. Okay, so for this, I think I would recommend you be a little sparing with your Firestorm. We're at 0 lives, or I guess 1 life technically, so we're probably going to get a game over in this, but that's okay, because once again, if you get a game over, you can just restart at the beginning of the stage. And, might be helpful using the Thunder Beam against these guys. Really jerkish enemy placement. Okay. Although I guess you could use the Firestorm against them, but I would rather be sparing. Oh, also, as you can see, when we had transition stages, it did not restore our weapon. I guess between Robot Masters, we stop back at Light's lab for energy and weapon refill. In this, we're actually just making a straight shot to Dr. Wily, so we can't go back. I guess because Light might have like points that he can send us in, and he can't like send us into places he doesn't have a point for. So we're just gonna have to keep her going. But with the power of game over, we can trade our score for full refill, and I think I'd rather take that. Are there gonna be more of these guys? Yep, I was right. Oh, hello. I don't think we'll need the Magnet Beam for this stage, so I guess I'll... Okay. Hyper Bomb, I will admit, a lot of people do agree that it's probably the least useful weapon in the game. Alright, so for this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have the Mega Buster out. And, there's going to be a false floor right here. I'll highlight which is the false floor, but I don't know which it is on my end, because I didn't write it down. I did make notes on this game, but I didn't, unlike Dangerous Dave, I didn't put where the false floors were. Is it here? Oh, no, it was right there. Check it out, it's Cutman! So, Mega Man is also kind of famous for making you fight the Robot Masters a second time at the end of the game. So it's a boss gauntlet, essentially. There we go. And also that's an example of you potentially getting hit by the projectile after it's already gone. Alright, hop down here. This part's not too bad. Switch to the Thunder Beam, and you can just use it to easily get those guys down there. Yeah. So the thing about this game is that when choosing the Robot Masters, sometimes it's not all about what will do the most damage against the boss. Sometimes sometimes it falls under their attack pattern and how easy it is to avoid their attacks, or it falls under certain stage elements, like that part of Iceman stage, or being able to freeze the fire geysers in Fireman stage. Okay, now this one, I do know that the false floor is right here, highlighting it right now. So I'm gonna jump in and switch to Super Arm, I guess. Even though I didn't really. Okay. Now we're gonna want. Oh, I should have switched to the. Firestorm actually, but you're gonna want to switch to the Firestorm. It's down here. We've got. Okay, I thought it was Bomb Man, but it's actually Elec Man. But once again, he takes. You can beat him in 3 hits with the Rolling Cutter. You could potentially even beat him without taking a hit, but it's doubtful. Oh, we got these things from Bomb Man stage. Okay. Alright, if you hop down here, the little bombs won't be able to hit you. Alright. Okay, those things are not killable, but you can avoid them. Just like Tippy says in Super Paper Mario, you can't beat it, you can only avoid it. Okay, wait for it to come down one more time. So I definitely think we are going to get a game over with what's coming up. We do have a 1-up there, though. Do I really want to get it? Do 1-ups respawn if you get a game over? I don't think they do. Alright. So because I think we're just going to get a game over anyway, I'm actually just going to leave that 1-up there and get it on the way back if we happen to die. Here I guess I'll use the Hyper Bomb a little bit since I accidentally switched to the Thunder Beam, wow. Since, I mean, they put it in the game for you to use it, right? Even though it's not used much. We definitely will be using it at some point, though, since, as you can imagine, we're fighting those guys. We're probably going to fight the other bosses. And I guess I hadn't mentioned it yet, but the Hyper Bomb is Gutsman's weakness. Since, as you know, it's a big old circle. Okay, I'll use Rolling Cutter on the... Or I can throw it the complete wrong way. Okay. Few more to go. Oh. Use Thunder Beam. Satisfying. Alright, kind of an odd thing to give to the Hyper Bomb, but don't really have much else. Well, we're definitely getting a game over now. Okay. So, switch to the Firestorm. And, well, actually, it depends on what you think would be good against the boss. Personally, I think the Firestorm would be best, but let's head down here. This is the copy robot. I think as soon as you spawn in, it's going to launch a projectile at you. But I guess Dr. Wily thought that sometimes the most powerful enemy is yourself, so he made this to make a copy of you, and okay, he shot before it was ready. But there we go, we got a game over. Our final score is 801,900. But considering everything gives you points in the hundreds in this, it may as well be 8,019. But you could go back to the stage select if you want. But if I select continue, as you can see, it just takes us back to the start of the stage, with our lives refilled and all of our weapons refilled. So, excuse me. Oh geez. Goodness. So yeah, getting a game over isn't a total loss in this, but I don't think actually our final score was 801,000. I think our final score would be whatever it was just before we defeated the Yellow Devil, because I used the trick, so it doesn't count. Oh jeez. Why am I so sneezy today? So I guess I'll meet you guys over by where that 1-up was. Wow, that is probably the quickest I have ever defeated a Lekman. Alright. Ugh, voice crack. Alright. Again, I don't really recall if 1-ups respawn if you get a game over. I don't think they do. But, I'll get this. So now we have 3 lives, so we could potentially beat, the copy robot. The copy robot is probably one of the more difficult, bosses. in Mega Man 1. I don't think it's easier than the Yellow Devil. I mean, at least you don't have to memorize where everything's gonna appear. But then again, kind of like Meta Knight and Kirby's Adventure, which, by the way, I do want to start playing the Kirby series and the Mario series as well. Unlike just like Meta Knight and Kirby's Adventure, his attack pattern's really erratic and hard to predict. Alright, let's just use the thing. Ugh. Yeah, the thing is, if a pickup falls down the ladder, it's just gonna fall down the ladder, so you can't pick it up. Alright, I don't think we need that, so I guess I'll just leave it. What? How did that not... Okay. Unfortunately, due to how low our health is, I don't think we are going to beat the copy robot. Because, the thing is about the copy robot is because it uses your own abilities against you, plus I think it just generally does more damage than you, so somehow this thing is more resilient. And, just like most enemies for some reason, it damages you just by touching you, which is not good. Okay, so I think it's gonna shoot. Why didn't I just jump there? So, and apparently it knows the strategy to just walk on top of you to beat you. So that's why the Firestorm is really useful. Probably the most useful. Whoa! Well, if I knew it was going to drop that. Here we go. Oh, wow! Talk about getting lucky? There we go. Okay. If you do run out of a Firestorm ammo, though, you've got, I guess you could use the Thunder Beam. But come on, we can do this. And again, I think the best thing to do as soon as you start to fight is don't shoot, jump, because he's gonna shoot as soon as you start. So once those things go away, yeah, there you go. The pretty good way of avoiding you as well. Alright, come on. Are you kidding? Still not as hard as the Yellow Devil, though. Don't really have much of a choice. As soon as this runs out, we're just gonna have to switch to another weapon. I think the Firestorm and the Thunder Beam both do 2 damage, whereas everything else deals 1. But these weapons don't last forever, you know? Okay, focus. Oh, he's got invincibility frames too, actually, so... Oop. Wait. We're getting there. One more.